I'm so scared because I don't know how much heat you're gonna put on yours this time.
Well, you know, I'm always excited to hear from you on the phone. Why
I
would you
know.
expect me to answer like that? Yeah.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, Mac.
How are you doing today?
No complaints.
No complaints?
No.
Well, Mom, I don't
You
know if
have a
you've been
complaint?
I don't know if you've been on social media yet today.
No.
I was up at 7 a.m. because one of my neck moles got ripped off in my sleep.
What?
Yeah. And so I
Like
took
it's
a
just
picture.
bleeding or it's all gone altogether?
I think it's gone. I posted a picture of it on Instagram and Facebook today.
Mac,
First of all, I have
how
two
did you
things
not
to say
wake
about.
up?
I don't know. It was
So,
just all of a sudden there's blood everywhere. Mom, I don't know what to tell you.
oh my
But
gosh.
she's pulling up her phone and looking at it right now. So a few key things. First of all, grandma reacted to it and she reacted the like care thing on Facebook.
Oh, really?
Yes. So I posted
Oh,
it.
that's
It was
so
like
sweet.
casually woke up to find one of my my neck moles got ripped off in my sleep. Hashtag just girly things. And I feel like the reaction I was expecting is I thought people would laugh at it, and mostly people are horrified and disgusted at my neck mole.
Well, it is pretty gross. But like, how did you not wake up when you did it? That's what I want to know.
I don't know, but I've slept through nosebleeds before too, which is horrible because
Yeah,
you wake up just
Mackenzie.
covered in your own blood.
Matt.
What? You do?
A nosebleed is not the same thing as ripping a mole off. Like you
Yeah,
ripped
but
a
I
piece
feel
of
like
your
a
skin
nosebleed
off.
occludes part of your airway, so you would think that you'd be more likely
Yeah,
to wake up.
but you're an asthmatic, so your airway is always procluded.
My airway is not always occluded. How dare you? I have a couple moles on my neck that kind of got irritated, I think, from my shirt.
Oh.
And
Well, maybe
so,
you should have that looked at.
okay. So yeah, so they've been kind of irritated because I have to wear my uniform shirt has a collar on it. So I went to bed, I'm like, man, these are really like just bugging me. And then I woke up and I'm like, what is that? I'm like, what on earth? Why is there blood on me? And then I went to the bathroom and there's just like I have a missing neck mole and it's just like blood smeared across the side of my neck.
True, Mackenzie. Poor.
Yeah, so naturally,
Naturally,
because
you took to social media with it.
Mom, listen, social media is where we get to show our greatest accomplishment. You know, it's a very curated, shiny picture of our day to day lives. And I'm just trying to keep up with everyone who's, modeling and becoming influencers by posting pictures of my missing neck mole on the internet.
You didn't wake up to when you ripped it off.
Yeah, I know. I haven't even looked at my bedding yet, but I bet you there's like,
Oh
I
my
bet you I'm
gosh.
gonna
So
be
you haven't made
replacing
your
a
bed
pillow.
yet?
I'm not gonna make my bed. It's a Sunday.
Yeah, but it's like mid-morning already.
Yeah, it is. But okay, so here's the difference between you and me, Mom. I get up in the morning with no intention to make my bed.
Oh,
So
and
I
I do
started
have intentions to make my bed.
yeah, so I started doing this thing with a fitted sheet where instead of putting the fitted sheet on the bed, I kind of almost sleep in the fitted sheet like a sleeping bag.
What?
I sent you a picture
That?
of this, remember?
Yes, I do remember, but I thought it was like a one-time thing. I didn't know that you did that all the time.
No, okay, so here's the thing.
Like, so you never make the bed. You never put the fitted sheet on, ever.
Well, sometimes I just spread my comforter over top the crumpled up fitted sheet. But no, I don't generally make my bed.
Because of the fitted sheet cocoon.
No, I wasn't making my bed before the fitted sheet cocoon.
Okay.
It seems like a lot of work for so little payoff. The only time I make my bed is when I'm trying to reorganize stuff and I need the bed space to put stuff on so I can take it off the floor. Or because my desk is too messy to use as a desk right now, I use my bed as a desk sometimes. But like right now, I got my computer and my podcast set up on my bed. But I also have a laptop, a work bag, pile of clean laundry, 3 blankets, a towel.
Mac,
Nah,
wouldn't you
a
feel
roll.
more
Look at this.
organized if your bed
Look
was
at this.
this
I got a
big?
roll of paper towel just sitting on the bed. It was a gift, and I'm not sure what to do with it yet.
It's a gift.
Yeah, it was a gift. So,
I see.
Mom, gifts come in many shapes and forms. But okay, so back to the fitted sheet. We can talk about my messy bed later. Back to the fitted sheet.
Okay.
I so because it's fitted, you can kind of pull it up like a hood, and then you just pack all your blankets in around you and close it up. So a couple things. If you move a lot in your sleep, it keeps all your blankets like to you so they're not falling off the bed. Because I have a weighted blanket. So if it falls off the bed, it is a chore to get it back on the bed. You can't just reach up and yank it up back onto the bed in the middle of the night.
Yeah, but
So, I
huh.
was doing the fitted sheet pretty regularly, and then I stopped doing the fitted sheet because sometimes the dog wants to come up on my bed, and obviously, if I don't have any coverage on the rest of the bed, I don't want the dog on the bed.
Oh, okay. I thought it was
So
because you couldn't get your arms out from underneath you fast enough
no.
in your little cocoon.
No, that's I tend to sleep with my arms under my body, so usually I can't get my arms up fast enough because my arms are both asleep.
Okay, so you sleep like that, like on your stomach with the fitted sheet on you like that?
Yeah, like a little hood,
Uh,
which is fine until you have to put on a pair of pants in the middle of the night with both your arms asleep.
yeah.
Sometimes you just have to stand there and it's humiliating because you're standing there waiting to be able to put on pants so that you
With
can
no
put on.
pants on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You leave yourself vulnerable.
I really do. So I stopped doing the fitted sheet so that the dog could come on the bed. Then recently I started doing the fitted sheet again because I had to sawzall the doorknob off my door the other day. So right now I don't have a doorknob on my door.
You're going out and buying new ones
Well,
the
yeah,
other
I
day.
bought okay, listen. Listen, mom, listen. I have a new doorknob. I just haven't put it on the door yet.
Okay, well, listen, Mackenzie, because if you can sawzall off a doorknob, you can definitely replace the doorknob. It's like
Well,
three screws.
I know. I went to replace it yesterday, but the hole where you put the latch in is a little bit too small.
Oh, I
So I
see.
need a tool to make the hole in the door bigger. I really don't have a ton of experience with power tools.
Okay, fair.
I used the Sawzall recently, but I think that was my first or second time using it, and it was an emergency.
Yes, I can see that. But also, I
So,
would think that having a doorknob is
okay, mom, let me put things in
important.
perspective for you here. I have a superhero cape as blinds right now because the dog threw up on my curtains.
So you just threw out the curtains.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna try and wash them. They were saturated.
Okay.
So I have superhero cape as blinds. I'm using my bed as a desk. I have no doorknob on the door.
Oh
Oh.
my gosh. Well, wasn't there a point when you were in school that you would dream up what superhero you were going to be the next day?
I had a superhero of the day thing going for a while.
Oh, yes, maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, I got given a Marvel and DC encyclopedia. So what I would do is I would pick a superhero of the day and try and pick the most obscure superhero and see whether my dad knew it or not. See whether dad knew
Oh,
the
okay,
superhero or
that's
not.
what it was.
Yeah, and
Okay.
I was surprised at the number he did know, but there's one that's like Spirit of 76 and it's just like this hippie superhero and like I found some good ones in there.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Interesting.
Yeah, so all that to say, I don't have a doorknob, so I started sleeping with the fitted sheet again because I sleepwalk and I feel like the combination of the fitted sheet and the weighted blanket is enough to keep me from sleepwalking into the kitchen.
Okay, with no pants on.
Well, yes, that's correct, mom. Well, normally, if I have a door with a doorknob, sleepwalking brain, I can't seem to figure out how to unlock the door to get out.
Oh, okay.
So as long as my bedroom door is locked, I don't leave my room. But if the door is unlocked, that's where we get into sleep eating, which I have the tendency to do,
Yeah,
sleepwalking, unsupervised.
yeah. We all know where that leads.
Do we, mom? Why don't you tell the viewers about some of your sleepwalking adventures? Because I'm not the only one that does it
Well, I have knocked on the neighbor's door wanting tea.
at 4 in the morning.
I have woke up in my car.
Oh my goodness.
I have woke up eating popsicles.
Well, not just eating popsicles. She woke up
Oh,
eating
eating.
her least favorite flavor. Like, not just like, oh, I don't care for this flavor. Actually, she thinks the flavor is gross.
Yes, and I woke up eating that flavor of popsicle, which is disgusting at the
So
thought of it.
when you woke up doing that, Mom, did you wake up and your first thought was like, "Oh, this is disgusting," or what was your first sensation that you remembered when you came to consciousness?
It was more like, "Oh, what?"
Yeah, but I feel like if I woke up holding something cold, if I woke up eating something cold and gross, so if I woke up with like a dead fish in my hand,
You would go, "What?"
yeah, but what's your first
What's
thing
going
where you,
on? I'm not awake,
yeah,
quite awake yet.
but what's your first thing that you're like, oh man, I'm holding something cold and sticky that's melting, or you're like, what is that taste? Like, what was your first?
Yeah, I don't think it was taste. It was just that what's going on here? This isn't normal. This is out of that's what my first response was.
Oh, okay. I
Like,
find
what's going on here?
yeah, when I sleepwalk, I don't wake up. I go back to bed.
I could do that too. I don't know. That's the times that I remember. Like, I didn't remember knocking on the neighbor's door. The neighbor told me I did it. So, but the other times I remember. So I don't know if I all of a sudden like wear off my sleep ability
Mhm.
or
Or something happens that wakes you up. The
yeah.
only time recently, because I sleptwalk a fair bit as a kid as well. The only time recently that I remember waking up sleepwalking, I was actually at work.
Oh.
Yeah, so first of all, imagine going to a job where you work like 24 hours and you can sleep at work. Imagine going to that job with the knowledge that sometimes you sleepwalk. It's terrifying.
Yeah.
So, and what woke me
Eh,
up is I have a charging cord for my phone that's like 10 feet long.
okay.
So it's a really long charging cord.
But
So I got up and I took my phone with me, I guess, when I got up. So I got to the end of the room. And as I'm leaving the room, I got pulled backwards because the phone was still plugged into the wall. And that woke me up.
oh my gosh. But like, do you have a door or is it just like a
Uh,
divider or
no, I have a curtain.
oh, okay.
Yeah. So
So
that's
that's
a
a
little
lot
bit.
easier to I feel like I could open doors, but I don't know. Like other people have said that when I'm sleepwalking, I can be quite confused. So whether I would
Yeah, you
open a
can.
door.
I can open a door. I can't unlock a door.
Okay.
And that's the other thing, like, so I've thought about different strategies, and I'll put my duffel bag in front of the doorway at work. But I'm also like, okay, what if I am sleepwalking and I just trip over this thing and smash my face on the ground? And I have to
yeah,
wake
yeah.
someone up in the middle of the night and be like, I need you to take me to the hospital because I just tripped
Because
and
I
knocked
just
all my
ate the
teeth out.
hardboard. Yeah, like I've done some crazy things in my sleep. I'm sure of it.
Mhm. Oh, I know you have. I think my
Yeah.
favorite one was the Chuck incident.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
So we have been watching the TV show Chuck, and it's like this spy comedy. And I remember, I don't think I was quite asleep yet. I don't think you actually woke me up, but all of a sudden, m- you throw open the door, and the lights coming into my room from the hallway, and I'm like, "Hey, what do you need?" I was in high school. I'm like, "What? Hey, what's going? What do you need? Do you need something?" And you just start pulling bobby pins out of your hair and throwing them at me as hard as you can. Because we'd seen in the TV show she had those 2, like, I don't know what they're called, hair spikes?
Oh, yeah, like little hair. Yeah, I don't know what they're called,
They
like
look honestly, they look like
hair
chopsticks that you
clips.
put in your hair
Yeah,
that are supposed to, like, hold a bun in place.
yeah,
So she
yeah.
pulled those out and they were like knives or whatever, some spy thing. But yeah, she's just pulling these bobby pins out and wordlessly throwing them to me. And I'm like, "What are you doing?" Like losing my mind. When you're sleepwalking, you don't your eyes are open.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not like, "Oh, right away she's asleep." I'm like, "Is this a prank that you're pulling on me? I don't understand." And then you're just not saying anything to me, so I'm getting frustrated. I'm like, "What are you doing?" I think eventually dad came and just kinda rounded you up and took you to bed, but
That's basically what he does is he's like a
but yeah,
herding
the
dog
Chuck
and he
incident where they're just like and the next day just handing you like a handful of bobby pins is like, how many bobby pins do first of all, how many bobby pins do you need in your hair? Because I never use bobby pins. Second of all, what is going on?
Yeah, but your hair is super long.
Yeah, that's true. But even when my hair was shorter, I didn't really use bobby pins. I just kind of let it do whatever. Like if you see right now, I got some real sideshow bob situation going on.
Yeah,
The only
me
time it
too.
annoys me is I have a little a little baby hair at the back of my neck and it curls into a perfect ringlet.
Oh, but that's cute.
Exactly, which is why I hate it. Because you'll be at work and I'll be at work or like interacting with other fellow adults and they're like, "Oh, look at it, it's so cute." I'm like, "Don't touch it."
Exactly.
Excellent.
That's why I hate
Yeah.
it.
I think this is a good place to leave it for today.
Okay.
Do you have any final words of mom wisdom for the audience?
No.
Fair enough. Well, I think that's it for today. You can find all our content at Hey Mom, Hey Mac, and that's across all social media and at gmail.com. And that is mom with an O and Mac with a CK. Don't forget to like and follow, well, like and subscribe on YouTube, and then follow us everywhere else. If you're listening on iTunes, it would actually be awesome if you leave a review for the podcast because that helps other people find it. If you have any questions or topics that you'd like us to chat about, you can write into heymomheymac at gmail.com, or you can tag us in any of the social medias.
Bye, Mac.
Bye, Mom.